Good morning, children. I am presenting Social Studies for Class 4 on lesson The Northern Plains. This is the continuation of the third lesson, The Northern Mountains and Plains. Now, I will tell you about the location of the Northern Plains. The Northern Plains of India cover a greater part of North India. These plains lie to the south of the northern mountains. This flat land extends from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. This region is thickly populated. Many rivers that originate in the Himalaya mountains flow through these plains. These rivers have water throughout the year and are called perennial rivers. The rivers in the northern plains bring down soil from the upper regions, which is called silt or alluvium. Alluvial soil is very good for crops. So the northern plains are rich and fertile, and a wide variety of crops grow here. So this area is called the rice bowl of India, as most of India's rice is grown here. Sutlej, Ganga and Brahmaputra are the three major rivers of the northern plains. Now, the northern plains can be divided into three river basins. They are the Ganga basin in the center, the Brahmaputra basin in the east, and the Sutlej basin in the west. The area that is watered by a river and its tributaries is called a river basin. A tributary is a small river that flows into a larger river. The plains were created by rivers that brought down silt and deposited it here, and are therefore very fertile and ideal for farming. Now, let me tell you something about the Ganga basin. The Ganga basin has its source in the Gangotri glacier in the southern slopes of the Himalayas. The place from where a river begins is called its source. River Ganga originates from Gangotri glacier in the Himalaya mountains. River Yamuna originates from Yamunotri glacier in the Himalaya mountains. The place near Allahabad where Yamuna joins Ganga is called Sangam. The famous Kumbh Mela is held every 12 years at Sangam. The Ganga basin is watered by the Ganga, Yamuna, and the tributaries of Ganga like the Gandak, Gagra, Gomdi, Kosi, and Soon. River Ganga flows through the states of Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and West Bengal. In West Bengal, it splits into two branches. One branch enters Bangladesh, where it is known as River Padma. The other branch flows through West Bengal in India, where it is known as Hooghly River. The Ganga and Brahmaputra form the largest delta in the world before they flow into Bay of Bengal. The Ganga-Brahmaputra delta is known as the Sundarbans Delta. A delta is a triangular shaped land formed where a river splits into many smaller rivers before it flows into the sea. The Ganga basin has major crops like rice, wheat, jute, and sugarcane. Many important cities like Rishikesh, Haridwar, Delhi, Agra, Kanpur, Allahabad, Varanasi, Patna, and Kolkata are located on its bank. The government has started a project to clean the Ganga river and prevent its further pollution. This is known as the Ganga Action Plan. Next comes the Brahmaputra Basin. River Brahmaputra originates in Tibet, where it is called Sangpo. River Brahmaputra enters India in Arunachal Pradesh and flows through Assam and then enters Bangladesh. It is one of the major rivers in Asia. The Brahmaputra is an important river for irrigation and transportation. The Brahmaputra basin has major crops like jute and rice. The Brahmaputra carries large amounts of water with it. Due to heavy rainfall in the northeastern region, the river overflows during the rainy season, causing floods and damage to life and property. The third one is the Sutlej Basin. The Sutlej River flows towards the southwest through Punjab and joins the Indus River in Pakistan. The Sutlej Basin is very fertile. The main crops grown here are wheat, rice, cotton, and sugarcane. The Bakra Nangal Dam is built across the Sutlej River to provide water and electricity to the region. This area does not receive much rainfall, so farmers depend on canals and dams for water. The Indira Gandhi Canal, which starts from the Sutlej, provides water to Rajasthan. The important cities of this region are Chandigarh, Jalandhar, Patiala, and Amritsar. Now children, do you know the importance of the northern plains? The northern plains have fertile soil which is needed to grow crops. Water is also found in plenty. The climate is suitable for growing several major crops. The climate is not very cold, so many people have settled down here. These plains have a good network of roads and railways which helps in transportation of food and goods produced here to other parts of the country. Children, I think you have learned something about the northern plains. Now, I want you to note down the following questions and answers. The first question is, what are the three Himalayan ranges? The answer is the Himadri or the Greater Himalayas, the Himachal or the Middle Himalayas, and the third one is the Shivalik or the Lower Himalayas, are the three Himalayan ranges. The second question is, what are glaciers? Answer is, glaciers are large blocks of ice that slowly move down the mountains. They melt to form rivers. And the third question is, why are the northern plains rich and fertile? The answer is the northern plains are rich and fertile because they are watered by the rivers Ganga, Yamuna, and Brahmaputra and their tributaries throughout the year. They are fertile due to the silt or alluvium soil brought from upper region of the river. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.